Mm. Oh gosh, I didn't expect it to have me on live so quickly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are in my favorite month besides March, October. I know I haven't been recording like I used to or like I should. This YouTube stuff is a lot of work. They don't tell you this when you decide to start a channel, but it's definitely a lot of work. Um, just had a brief conversation with my mom. In case you guys haven't figured it out, we are like best frenemies. One second we can be like the best of friends, and the next second, like, well, she's the person I go to advice, unless she's giving me advice that I really do not care to hear. Then she's my enemy at that moment. Usually, whatever she tells me is usually head on, and I probably should listen to her more. But whatever. But yeah, I was having a conversation with her regarding age, and she was saying like, if you would have listened to me, you're 32 now, and you better not tell anybody because I do not look 32, but yes, I am 32. You're 32 now, and you're not necessarily where you would have been or you should be with the skill sets and the intelligence that you had because you're very rebellious and you like to learn things the hard way, blah, 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 blah. When I'm not going to go into all the details of what she said, because she embarrassed me. But long story short, pretty much. And I kind of like, whenever my mother tells me something, I may be a little rebellious at first, but I always sit down and reflect on what is said. And that's for any type of conversation I have with someone. If I'm having a conversation about with someone and it's a conversation that has some type of caliber to it, like, that has some type of substance to it. At first, it may seem like I'm just having a conversation and it ends there, but I'm the type of person I take things whirl around in my head in different times. Like I could be thinking about a conversation right now that I probably had with someone 2 weeks ago that is making sense to me at the moment. I don't know if any of you guys ever had that experience, but that's me. So I had this conversation with my mom, and in the moment I was being defensive, like, yeah, mom, like, yeah, whatever. But I sat down and I really thought about what she said. And I'm like, I remember I was in a rush to be in my 20s. And when I first, when my 30 was approaching, I was kind of like, I don't want to leave my 20s, because for the simple fact that I'm hitting that big 3-0. But come to think of it, like right now that I'm in my 30s, although I'm still in a very much my early 30s, I am loving every single moment of it. And I think my 20s was kind of like where I got pushed around and smacked around. And basically I felt like I was everybody else's experiment. Like because everybody was trying to like, mold you. But now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like I'm so much of my own woman. I know exactly what I want in every situation, whether it be in a romantic situation, friendship situation. Like I know what I want. So I guess what I'm saying, ladies, is embrace your 30s because the 30s is amazing. Like you're at that age where you're not old enough to be a cougar, but you're young enough to still be that, that hot, you're young enough to still be that hot chick. And if you know because I can say probably some 30-year-olds still don't know what they want. If you know exactly what you're looking for, or you've reached your 30s and you've learned to be secure in yourself, it is absolutely amazing because I feel like I don't have to fake it for anyone else's satisfaction. Like now it's my satisfaction that matters. So even if I'm with someone romantically and I don't feel like you're benefiting me in any way, you know, just because I think you're cute, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, we gonna fuck it out. No, I'm walking away. Even if it's like you're my fuck buddy, if you're not hitting it right, you're getting off of me. It's no, oh, yeah, duh. And I'm sitting there like, no, it's not gonna happen. Get your ass up, get off me. So it's amazing. Like I think I'm having more fun now in my 30s than I ever did in my 20s and in my teens. So and it's not because I really don't know why it is, but I think it's because I've kind of grown into my womanhood. Like I kind of like very secure in who I am and I don't really care. I'm kind of like on that Megan status, like, real ass bitch, don't give a fuck about a nigga, but more of friendlier version, but for granted, that was just the little message or a little tea I wanted to drop, or a little gem, should I say, I wanted to drop for my ladies today. Um, Definitely embrace your 30s. It is a wonderful month. I mean, it's a wonderful, decade for you. Embrace it and see where it leads you, because you're basically right now, you're fine wine. You're better than fine wine, honeys, in your 30s. Like you're experienced, but not that experienced. So you have a lot to see, but you've seen all the shit shows, so you know what to look for and what to do and not do moving forward. So I guess I'll leave you here. If anybody have any questions, requests, or anything that you want me to touch on next time, just hit me up in my email, which will be below this video, or just comment and say hi, tell me something, anything. Okay, till next time, Cosmo Talk with Kay. Cheers.